Hey there, I'm Celia, a French freelance illustrator and full-time designer. I'm creating videos about my art experimentations and many things around art. Welcome in this new video. So today we are going to review a few Inktober prompt lists because Inktober is starting and we have a bunch of lists that are super interesting and it's super hard for me to choose, so I thought it could be interesting that we could do that together. So if you don't know about the Inktober, it's a really well-known event that takes place in October for artists around the world. So the concept is to create one illustration, one ink illustration for each day of October. It was created by Jake Parker, and the objective of this challenge is to spend a lot of time drawing and improving your skills. And a lot of artists are creating their own prompt list. So here we go. I never actually used the official prompt list because most of the time there is a bunch of words that are just actions and it doesn't work well with my style, so I never really used them. But a lot of the words have actually double meanings, so you can twist them and create something new with them, so it's something that could allow you to be super creative. So here, the first list that I found really cute, which is Sproutober. It's something really linked to plants and nature, so for me it was really interesting because I really love to draw plants. But there is only 15 prompts and it's mainly plants, so I will probably use it later, but not for this specific month. The second list that looks super interesting was the Doodle-a-day October. Most of the words are super interesting and witchy, so it could work really well with my style. The problem with witchy lists is that I already did a lot of prompt lists that were on this specific theme. I like to go for a bit less Halloween-y theme because I already did a lot of drawings. Even though it's really interesting to redraw the same things a bunch of times, because you will see your improvement. So a list that I absolutely love and that I used last year is a list from Isabi. I love her style and I really always love her prompt list. The only thing that I don't like much this year is the fact that there is less prompts. It's really understandable because some artists have a style which is really long to do, and so one illustration a day is really a lot for this Inktober and for this month. I will get back to something a bit more sketchy, so it will be easier for me to do multiple illustrations a week. So this list from Isabi is really cool. There is a lot of general themes and also some specific ones that you can twist. So yeah, one of my favorite lists so far. I also found this really fun list, which is the Vintagetober. I really love the concept because for each word there is a mood board that you can follow to create your illustration. This list is super short, like there is 4 or 5 illustrations, so I won't use it this time, but I will definitely use this list for future illustrations. So this year, Tarmasz, which is an artist that I really like, also created her own prompt list. And what I really like with her prompt list is the fact that she's letting the weekend off. So it's a bit like you can work the week, but you should take the weekend to cool off. And the concept is super cool. The only thing is that there is a lot of landscapes, and I don't really want to go for landscapes for this Inktober. My objective will be probably to focus on humans and human anatomy, but the list can always be twisted to do whatever you want with it, so could be a good possibility as well. A French illustrator that I also really like is Marie Boiseau. She created a list which is super natural and I don't know, it screams spring for me, so I really love it. Also really love her style and all the ideas that she came up with. But there is a lot of landscape things as well, so I'm not really sure if I want to use it. It's also really cool list. So Orage created her prompt list as well. I absolutely love her style and the words that she picked are super cool. Once again, there is a lot of words that I already used in my previous Inktober. So if I'm going for this list, it means that I will stay a lot in my comfort zone. But sometimes comfort zone is like super cool as well, so not sure. I told you it will be super complicated for me to pick one. So this list is super cute because it's around mushrooms and it's called Shroomtober. I found this list super cute, but at the same time, for me, it's way too much focus on mushrooms, so it's only one theme. I don't like to use a too specific theme because I am someone that get bored super quickly, and if I'm drawing the same thing over and over and over again for 30 days, I will go crazy. So super cute list, but probably not for me. Okay, so this one is called Zine-o-ween. Just the illustration of the prompt list is super cute, and I also love the word. The concept is super cool as well. So the concept is to create one illustration a day and then turn it into a zine. And a lot of artists that are doing the Inktober are planning to turn them into a book or an illustrated zine. So starting the Inktober, having that in your mind is like super helpful. The words are super cool as well, probably a bit too Halloween-y for me, but yeah, I really love the concept. Then there is the Charactober. This list is focused on creating a new character every day, which can be something really hard because it needs a lot of work. But at the same time, I'm really bad at drawing people and creating new characters. So it could be super interesting for me to work on my anatomy and character design on this specific list. I absolutely love the themes. It's super cool. There is a lot of different things, different universe. Just reading the theme, I can already imagine something. It tickles my brain. My brain is like, okay, reading this, I want to create. This is a really good sign. If you are reading a list and your brain is like, okay, I want to create right now, it's probably a list that will get you entertained through at least a few days, and I hope for you a few weeks. It will be easier to do the challenge. So I really, really love this list. When I'm reading this list, it's like I don't have a specific word where I'm like, I don't have any idea. And this is also a really good point. If you are reading the list and much of the words are not for you, it will be super hard to go through all these themes. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this list. Okay, so Furry Little Peach is super well known for her Inktober prompt list because she always came up with some super cool prompt list, and she always have a bunch of nice way to show them. There is a lot of really interesting words as well, but like a few other lists, there are some words that I already worked on, so I feel like it won't push me outside my comfort zone. But if you are an Inktober beginner, it's a good list. There is also a great community around that because you will be able to share your art with the Furry Little Peach fans that are super invested and super helpful. If it's your first Inktober, it could be a super great list to start with. Then there is the Cursed Relic created by Alba. I absolutely love her universe. I also love a lot her character design. The thing is, for me, there is not enough words. Okay, so this list have 13 entries, so it's really great if you want to try out the Inktober without going through the 31 days. This time I really want to do at least 30 illustrations, so even if I really love her universe and there is some really great words, I won't go for this one. So there is a French artist called Lixy who create her own list as well. I really love it. It's screaming autumn and Halloween. So it's super cute. Once again, not enough prompts for me, but if you're a beginner or you want to try out, I think it's a super cool list. And her universe is super cute, so you will probably get really inspired. I found this list called Obscurus. It was super interesting, so it's a list about folklore and ghost stories around the world. I really love that because there is a lot of really great stories, but at the same time it's really too focused on ghosts for me. If you love folklore and super dark folklore, I think it could be super fun for you to go through all these myths. The Loretober prompt list is about the same concept or something really similar, so you will be able to go through a lot of spooky folklore. I also love this list. Same problem with the first one. I don't want to focus too much on ghost stories. I would like to go through other universe. Another super cute list. I don't know, when I saw this list, I was thinking Don't Starve because of the, maybe because of the engraving style. I don't know, but it's like the list in itself is super cute. So there is a lot of really interesting prompts. So there is a lot of things that could be related to animals, and I definitely hate to draw animals. The idea is that you can twist the list and try out things. So we went through all the lists that I picked, and I'm pretty sure I will go for the Charactober because there is a bunch of really nice concepts. I really want to focus on working on my characters for this Inktober and working on my line work. It's been a long time since I worked my anatomy and character, so I hope this challenge won't be too high for me because I have to improve a lot. But at the same time, going out of my comfort zone is like super inspiring as well. So I have to be able to find a good balance between getting out of my comfort zone, staying motivated, and don't try to tackle something too difficult for me. Otherwise, I will feel unmotivated. But if I'm able to keep the right level of difficulty and enjoyment, it will be probably something really fun. So yeah, we'll see. It's definitely the list that inspired me the most. So I'm feeling a boost of creativity, and it will help me to create a lot of really fun things. So this boost of creativity will help me to go through the whole month, I hope. Because what's the most complicated with the Inktober and the monthly challenges in general is the fact that it's super long and it feels like it's never going to end at some point, especially around the mid of the month. Because at the beginning of the month, you're like super motivated, you can tackle anything, and then it's routine, so it's doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it's getting boring. But if you're getting through this really boring phase, then you are arriving at the end of the month, so you have increased boost of motivation and energy because it's almost the end. So the end of the marathon is here, and yes, if you are getting through a really boring period, it's normal. Everyone is getting through that, and the objective of the Inktober is also to get through that. And if you can't, if you have to stop, it's also okay. The Inktober is a really good exercise that you have to use it to improve, but that should never came before your health. So yeah, have fun and enjoy create. And if you need a break, take some breaks. And if you have to stop. And if you are getting through all the Inktober, well done, because it's complicated. So I hope this little prompt list review was interesting for you. Don't hesitate to leave me in comment the list that you are going for. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!